So, I made a book of insights, and I wanted to share one that I picked out actually just now that stood out to me, and it's about happiness. Happiness, more specifically, in movies compared to in real life, and how they depicted movies and how that is compared to us in real life. So, what I wrote is, in movies, the character searches for happiness. It starts off with a bunch of hardships until it slowly transitions to better times, which leads to them to their destiny. So usually in a movie, like, the character is unhappy and or has an average life, and little by little their life or the events starts to get more positive throughout the movie, and they start to have the best boyfriend or have the best house or the best life or the best family, and their whole life starts changing, and then they either start becoming the most popular person or they start becoming well known or rich or famous or whatever it may be, or successful, you know? And in real life, we probably have this one moment, except multiple times throughout our life. So in a movie, it's usually these events, these hardship events, leading up to the main event at the end of the movie, which is everything is great, everything is perfect, and that is exactly how they want to hook us. Because if everything was like, if a movie was like real life, right? How would we be hooked onto the movie if things are constantly volatile, constantly changing? We want to know that there's hardship, negativity, and then we want to see that build up to the positive point. Happiness all the time is unrealistic in our world. It is unrealistic, but that's not necessarily bad. Because if we always had happiness, how would we notice the bad? How would we notice the negative? Like, think of it like this. If, like let me think about this one. If there was an object, I believe this was in physics, if there was an object, right, but there was no background, it was completely black, could you even tell if that object is moving? You can't, because if there's no background, you can't tell that that object is actually moving. So it's the same with negativity and positivity. Without positivity, you can't tell that there's negativity. And without negativity, you can't tell that there's positivity. So it's not a bad thing. And also, with negativity, it can be lessons that we can learn, and without it, we can't progress in our life. And we grow a lot with negative experiences, whether it be with a relationship, whether it be with a new job, you got fired and you're looking for a new job, or somebody told you something really mean. But all these experiences, you can pick something out of them. And positivity, I believe, is a little refresher after the negativity, after the growth stage. The way that I like to see it is, you have the growth phase that you can pick things up from, and then you have that refresher, like, I can relax. So we are volatile beings, constantly learning and transforming. We are never the same. We're always picking up new knowledges, learning new things, picking up new experiences, picking up new words, picking up new things to adapt with and work around. And we are constantly changing. We're not like movies. Movies have one character, and movies have this one character as this so and so and so. This character is a happy individual with this house and this husband, and they are this way. But in real life, we're constantly changing. That's why personality tests aren't always 100% accurate, because we're constantly changing. Stages of happiness and sadness come by. If it was always happy, it would eventually get boring without challenges. It would. Because if everything was perfect and good, what lessons would we get out of that? And what would we be doing with our free time? We wouldn't really have much to occupy our free time with. You get into uncomfortable situations at times, because from there you can grow as a person. If you're not growing as a person, you're going to be stuck in stage 1, 2, or 3, but you're not going to get to stage 10, 11, and 13, or 10, 11, 12. If you are constantly in a comfortable place on your sofa, eating chips from your sofa and watching comfort movies and stuff like that, and I'm not saying that's always bad, I'm just saying all the time is bad, you are not growing. You are mentally trapping yourself. Yes, it may be comfortable. Yes, it may feel good, but you are mentally trapping yourself from growing, from bettering yourself, from picking up new experiences. That's why we're social beings. We need to be around people, because we pick up from those experiences. We learn new things from others. Yes, conflicts may be difficult. Yes, situations with people may feel uncomfortable, but that's how we learn. We especially learn through differences with others, because then that means we can learn more about ourselves. If you are closed-minded, you will only see the world through your lens without understanding other perspectives. So if you have a closed mind, yes, you could do these experiences, but now there's another thing. If you have a closed mind, you can't expand your horizons. You need to have an open mind when you meet people. You need to have an open mind when you experience life. Be open to things. Let it flow. Try not to trap it and think it has to be this way or else. If things are like that, think about it. We won't be able to experience life as it is. We won't be able to allow life to flow, because we're constantly thinking this is the way it has to be. We're not allowing it to go the way it is. We're not allowing people to be people. We're not embracing other people's differences. You make a choice to only experience the world in one way. So we make the choice. We have the power to make the choice how we want to experience the world. If you choose to have a closed mind, you're going to only see the world in one way, and you're not going to be able to grow. But if you choose to have an open mind, you'll experience the world in multiple different ways, and you'll have an open mind.